Hi, Sandy.
Hi, it's Dave.
Hi, it's Kirk.
Welcome to the A.D.K Rock and Metal channel. Now, for today's video, I'm not telling you what it is. We're just going to go check it out and we'll talk about it at the end. Let's get to it. Okay, to kick us off on this bit, then I'm going to get Kirk to talk about this song. Kirk, over to you.
At least it gives some background for Andy to criticize the song.
Yeah.
Don't need any background. Don't need any background.
Yeah.
No enough.
No, this. When you look at this video now, this is the debut video with Mike Patton, who's clearly unknown. He's replaced Chuck Mosley. This is a band that have already achieved some success on college radio and even in the UK with We Care a Lot in 1987. Yeah. So they're playing metal riffs, but there's clearly funk in there. You've even got break beats. And then you come to this
face, sorry.
then you come to the album. Let's just imagine you've seen this on MTV. You'd be like, what's happened to Faith No More? They've got this 19-year-old kid in who's got a wind machine blowing his hair. You don't know if he's being serious or not. It looks like he's dressed for an aerobics class. And he's just running around and pulling poses for the camera. And we knew within a year of this album breaking that that's not what Mike Patton's like. So I suspect he was probably taking the piss, but I don't think he comes across well in this video. When he looks back on that now, he will probably cringe. And I remember even as early as the late 90s, or early 2000s, he was saying for a while he didn't like this album because he was saying he was writing the worst music of his career. So there's the background. Absolutely not the worst music of his career. This album is incredible. This is track number 1, Andy, right? You've got, this is probably the closest metal ever got to merging with pop without it being a disaster. And those two things should never really combine. But this album, there are songs on here like Surprise You Dead, which is just 100% Slayer, Zombie Eaters, progressive metal. There's some really heavy, extreme stuff on this album as well. And within 2 years, Mike Patton and the rest of the band, they're all wearing Napalm Death t-shirts and Fear Factory and underground bands from the early 90s. So with this, musically, the hook is actually a keyboard, isn't it? That's what drives the song. The up-tempo beat, half-timing in the chorus. How heavy is he to hitting the snare, Dave, when you listen to that? You know, that's heavy metal when you're using a beat like that. So great song, a lot of energy to it. First hit single for them that cracked the top 40. They managed to get on top of the pops as a result of releasing this. Obviously, Epic is the song that breaks them, but for someone like metal in that, and he's always going to be thinking, why are these seen as a metal band? The answer: go and listen to an album, then you'll understand.
Okay, before I throw it to Andy, I'm going to give you my view on this particular song. So, the reason I picked Faith No More's From Out of Nowhere is I absolutely love this song. But when we sit here on this channel, when we analyse songs, if I was to analyse this song in that mindset, everything in this song is just crap in the sense of guitars, there's no real riff there. It's way down in the mix. The bass is all too tinny. It's got no balls to it. The keyboard's too loud. He sings like he's a fucking petulant child, nasally as fuck.
Right. Yeah, he does.
And it sounds fucking awful. All the elements of the song, you go, this is awful. If we were reviewing this as an unknown band, I would literally tell you, going, oh, there's nothing redeemable here. But for some reason, I still really like this track. And I can't tell you the reason why I really like this track. Because when I now analyse it, I'm like, this is just it's just a fucking open chords. It's not a lot on the guitar. There's no riff there. The keyboard is overpowering and it's not brilliant. But I'm like, I don't know why I like this song. And that's just one of those reasons. It's like, there is a reason why sometimes you like something and you can't tell a reason. But analytically, if you to break this track down now, the way that we do with a lot of them, there ain't much redeeming factor on this particular track, in my opinion. Over to Andy.
Keep it short. No, keep it long.
What can I say? I know enough about Faith No More to know that I'll never like them. I'll never be tempted to check out the Slayer-esque track, Kirk, that you claim to be on this album.
Surprise you, Dad.
Yeah, I mean it's pop music, isn't it? I mean it starts off. If you just take away the music and the audio, it looks like a Bay Area thrash band from late 80s, doesn't it? They're banging away. They've got the long hair. There's lots of right arm action.
Sorry, Andy, what was that?
As you said, Dave, there's no guitar riff there. Yeah. It's all keyboard, and what are the redeeming features? I totally agree. He's bouncing around, singing this childlike voice. The only positive I can say is that keyboard sort of melody is, that main hook is quite catchy and memorable, but they're not metal to me, even if they have got metal tracks. But I can't, I'm not going to be too critical. If you like it, Kirk, and other people like it, they've sold millions of albums. What can I say? It's just not, to me, it's pop music, and they shouldn't be classed as metal. Even but if they've got metal songs, why aren't they putting those forward as the main songs and singles and videos and everything? But not for me. That, I'm afraid, not for me.
They're alternative, remember?
Yeah, I'll just respond to that one. Why aren't they releasing metal singles? So Billy Gould, the bass player who wrote these songs, he's got it into his head when he's writing this album. They're writing a pop album that's going to appeal to an audience that listens to soul music as much as rock, which is strange. And when you listen to that, they never repeated a song like that again on any of their other albums. That one is as close as they ever got to just writing a pop song. And yeah, I can understand, Andy, if you're always thinking like, why do you see all these extreme metal bands covering Faith No More and wearing the t-shirts and they're obsessed with them? And I'm included in that camp. You're not going to do it anyway, because you said, but these are an albums band, and in the industry at the time, you're going to be under pressure, aren't you? Put out the catchy singles, we'll sell your album. And that pissed them off in the end, to the fact where they just started to try and almost defile pop music. So, okay, we have to write something for radio, and there'd be quite a lot of subversive elements to it. That there isn't one subversive element. It's just a good pop song, good way to open the album. But yeah, Andy, I understand why from all the singles you've heard, that's probably your least favorite, isn't it? And you didn't even like any of the others.
Yeah. There's no least in it. He didn't like any of them. I'm not sure. He probably liked that more than Caffeine, though. I think he really didn't like Caffeine.
Yeah, you could get your head around that, could you? The live Caffeine before. It was like Napalm Death with hardcore and thrash elements. It's the same band.
Anyway, if you enjoyed our video today, please do like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on another video sometime very soon. Take care.